you going to get on the stage for the third Democratic presidential debate September 12th in Houston?
Well, my strategy is to campaign on the ground where my message is resonating. That's why I'm here in Nevada today, meeting with veterans, meeting with senior citizens. That's actually the way that this process should work. And I think what you saw on the debate stage this past week were 20 different candidates, each competing by tearing each other down for a viral moment to qualify for the next debate, rather than talking about a positive vision for the country and a strategy for taking out Donald Trump. I don't think that that's the best way to pick the best nominee to take on Donald Trump and make sure that we actually win this election.
Jim Messina says that if folks can't qualify for the third debate, that they should maybe, call it a day, pack up their bags, and not continue onward. I want to play for you what Jim Messina had to say, and I want to get your response to it. Here's Jim Messina.
The third debate is in the middle of September, and if you can't get on that debate stage, and only about 10 candidates will be on there, if you can't get on that debate stage, you're done. You might as well put a for sale sign on your campaign headquarters.
I mean, that's brutal, Congressman. What's your response to people like Jim who say there's so many people running for president that ultimately this has to get dwindled down?
If everybody in the Democratic Party felt like we had found our nominee at this point, like after watching those two nights, this is the person who can go up against Donald Trump and truly win, then he would be right. But instead, I think a lot of people think the process is wrong. The process is fraught. We've heard a lot of people talk about how the Obama legacy is being torn down right now as everybody hopes for that viral moment to qualify for the next debate. I just don't buy into this system. I don't think the Democratic National Committee, the Democratic establishment in Washington, D.C., has set up a wise system to pick the best person to take on Trump. And that's why I'm in this race. I don't think there's a better foil for Donald Trump than a young combat veteran, someone who represents a new generation of leadership, but is tough enough to go toe-to-toe with him on the debate stage. That's why I've been in this race from the beginning. And if I honestly thought that one of the other candidates was a better person to take on Trump, then I would just get out of the race and support him or her. That's the responsible thing to do when we have such a threat to the future of our country sitting in the Oval Office.
Okay, Congressman, you say Democrats are ignoring common sense in the fight against Trump. You say you want to find some unity in the country. How do you propose to do both things?
Well, let's just take a standard issue like healthcare. I mean, healthcare is consistently considered one of the top issues in this race. And you see so many candidates just trying to tear down Obamacare, to replace it for Medicare for all. I'm with President Obama on healthcare. I believe that healthcare is a right that everybody in America deserves. But I think you get there by having a public option that competes against private healthcare. And I don't think that that's a less ambitious system than Medicare for all. I don't think that Medicare for all is a bad thing. I just think my plan is better. I think my plan will get health care to more Americans and do it in a way that preserves options, which is exactly what Americans want. So the point is that we need to provide a positive vision for the country, a vision that's realistic and achievable, so we don't just put forward a whole bunch of empty promises, but that directly takes on Donald Trump and says that the ways that he has torn apart the Obama legacy are not how we want to take this country forward. That's a positive and unifying vision for our party and ultimately for the entire country.